Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today on my channel. My name is Chris with Kristen's Crafts, and today I am bringing you the second process video for Build a Page, and this would be the 23rd sketch for Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. So today, this is a sketch that was made by JQ Crafty, and it is a double page sketch. If you want to take a closer look at it, make sure you sign up for the Christie's 30 Days of Sketches Facebook page or Facebook group, and all the sketches are in a folder there for round 9. So for this one, it's got the pie shape on the left-hand side, and then it's got 4x4 photos on the other side. So what I'm doing is just cutting my papers down. I'm going with 11.5 inches wide and, 11.5 inches tall. And then I'm just taking 1/4 inch off the one side so that the frame goes around the outer edge, and then the middle part is not framed. It just butts up to each other. And then what I'm doing is taking the inside of the white paper that I gutted out, and I'm cutting those down to 4 1/4, so I have an 1/8 inch frame around my 4x4 photos. Yes, that's a mouthful. So I'm going to go ahead and just gut that second one as well, because, I can always use white paper to matte photos and stuff, so I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my ATG and glue this down. And all I'm going to do is line it up to the one edge at the bottom, and then making sure I have the right side, and then letting it flip over so that you get that 1/8 of an inch border, or 1/4 inch border going all the way around. So here I go again. I'm just lining up the one bottom and then folding it over, and there we go. So now that I have the background put together, I'm going to go ahead and mat those photos that I cut down to 4x4. And I'm just going to mat those onto the white cardstock that I gutted. And these are just photos of my house this Christmas. So I have one of our outside lights, and then I have a couple of the indoor pictures. I always, every year, take pictures of all my Christmas decorations. It doesn't change a whole lot, but, things change and move around. And it's just, whenever the lights and the decorations get out, it just really feels Christmas. And so I'm just going to use the basic title of Deck the Halls, and I'm going to put that between those 4 photos. So I'm going to grab out my black and white thickers that I have. Now these are a card stock thicker, or chipboard sticker. They do not have much stick to them, so I will go and add a little bit of Nuvo adhesive underneath them. So to line it up, I'm just going to go ahead and put the word "the" in the center, and then I go with and deck on the one side and halls the other way. And it's hard to see when you're on this video, but in person, the letters really have no problem standing up against that background. So here I am just finishing it off, and you can see where I have the word "deck the halls." Now I'm just going to go ahead and grab that Nuvo adhesive that I have. I just have it on my desk. Oh, nope. First I'm going to go ahead and grab these photo corners. I have these from Echo Park, and I just thought to bring in a little bit more black, like in the lettering, I would just put one in each of the outside corners. So it looks like a big frame on the outside of those, pulls those photos together. So here I'm just going to go ahead and add that a little bit of liquid adhesive down to these thickers, just to give them a little something to keep them down. While I'm doing that, just make sure that you check out Moira and Shannon's videos. I know that they have theirs up already today with their layouts, and have been playing along with their kits, and I've been loving watching them. And also make sure you check out everyone who's playing along with the 30 Days of Sketches. This has just been such a wonderful month. It's one of my favorite things that we do each couple times a year, is to do these 30 Days of Sketches. And so I'm really having fun playing along. It does get you outside of your comfort zone. And these people that can make these sketches like today, JQ Crafty, are just so amazing that they can come up with these designs and inspire everybody. So just kind of make sure you check them all out. So here I took my Creative Memories circle cutter and I cut my circle. It's about an 11-inch circle or thereabouts. And I just folded it in half just to kind of give me an idea of where the center point was. And now what I'm doing is taking my ruler and I'm going from the end point of the one line and I'm measuring it over 4 inches across. And I'm going to use that as for one of my photos. And then I'm just taking that same cutout and cutting an exact same size for the other. And so therefore I have my my wedges cut out of it. It seemed to be the easiest way to do it. Now the sketch does have it kind of coming off the left-hand side, and I'm going to do the same thing. And so it looks like a giant Pac-Man. Now I glued this wedge down, and I'm going to go ahead and use the other wedge. And all I'm doing is covering up the photo because I want the lights to show. And so I figured the less lights, the more of the photo I'm getting. And so I just use that as a template. And for the most part, you get the majority of the outside lights. And I glue that down. But because my circle was so big, I really had needed to bring it in a little bit and give it a little bit more something on that left-hand side. So I end up I had printed 2 photos because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. So I grabbed that template again and I cut out a photo from the inside of the house. And it does cut off quite a bit of the decorations within the house, but it still leaves enough that you can kind of see and get an idea of how the feel of the house. So I did a second wedge with photos. So now I'm going to go in and I'm looking for some more letter stickers and going to spell out the word Christmas. And I'm just using this nice gold font that's on a black foam. And then I'll take that same alpha and I want to then spell out spirit on the other half of the wedge. It's like I was trying to figure out what kind of a title to put on there, and it's like, oh, I just realized I spelled that wrong. Huh. Okay, when I get back, I'm going to have to go and I'm missing my S. That's the one nice thing about voiceovers. You go back and you look and go, oh, that's spelled wrong. Okay. And I was worried about spirit. And I'm like, you know how you get a word in your head and you're like, oh, I can't think of how to spell it. So I didn't even glue it down. And now that I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I spelled the other one wrong. Oops. All right. So anyways, I'm now going to spell spirit, and I spell that one right. So I'm going to have to do a little MacGyvering in a little bit. So I go ahead and I spell out spirit, and I'm happy with that as being my title. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab that wax paper that has the different embellishments on it. And the first thing I'm going to do is grab this December Memories. And so it's kind of like December Memories Christmas Spirit. And then I grabbed that little branch and I put the puffy bird on it. I'm going to take that other tag that's a puffy sticker. It says something about home. I'm going to put it up on that one photo of the house. And then I'm going to take the poinsettia puffies and I'm going to put 2 in front of Deck the Halls and the other one up by Christmas. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take those little lights. I really wanted to put it to the left side of Spirit, but it just didn't look right. So I instead chose to make that little cluster on the photo of the house. And then I'm just going to grab this other one and put it up above so it kind of hangs down. The last thing I'm going to do is take my pen and I'm going to go around the edges and give it a doodly border. Again, leaving the inside seam not doodle bordered because it's like they're butted together like a frame. And then I'm going to take the pen and I am going to do faux stitching around the circle, and that's just going to give it a little bit more oomph around that piece of paper and help it stand up against that plaid. So that's going to be it for my layout. I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out my process video today. I'll be back again tomorrow with process video number 3 in our series. So again, make sure you check out Shannon and Moira, and we will see you again later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.